Hello class. Today we're going to go over section 10.5, the laws of logarithms. Okay, let me just show you what these three laws are that we're going to be using today. We've got the log of m times n is equal to log of m plus log of n. Nice way to simplify things. Sometimes it makes it a lot easier to work with. Likewise, log of m divided by n is equal to log of the numerator minus the log of the denominator. Notice the difference here, plus, minus, multiply, divide. And lastly, law number 3, we have the log of m raised to a k, exponent k, is equivalent to k times the log of m. Okay? So, new stuff, use it a little bit and you'll have it down in no time. Let's show you a couple examples and you'll be on your way. Okay, suppose I have log, we'll just use base b here, which just means any base, okay? So it really doesn't matter what base we're in, of m squared n cubed. Okay, so first of all, I see I have two things that are multiplied together, so I'm going to use law number 1 to write this as log m squared plus log n cubed. Okay, so I broke it up because they were multiplied. Now I'm going to apply, I'll write law 1 here. Now I'm going to apply law 3 and get rid of these exponents that are up here on top of the m and the n. So that'll be 2 log b m plus 3 times log n. Okay? So see how we've gone from a fairly complex number to a couple of rather simple numbers. And we can do that. Let's show another example and get more familiar with this. Okay, suppose I have log m over n to the 5th, the whole thing. Let's go cube rooted. Okay, so the cube root of m over n to the 5th. Simplify that thing so I can deal with it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is this whole entire thing is cubed rooted. So I can rewrite that as log of the to m over n to the 5th to the 1/3 power using the laws of exponents, which we dealt with in earlier sections. 1/3 power. And so this whole thing is the 1/3 power. So first off, I'm going to apply law number 3 here. Law number 3 is going to give me 1/3 times log m over n to the 5th. Okay, now I've got this thing which looks much like this, except we'll have an exponent to deal with at the end. Okay, now let's apply law number 2. Take care of that. That'll give me a 1/3. And I'm going to put a big old bracket here because the rest of what I write, that 1/3 is going to apply to the whole thing. Log base b of m minus log base b n to the 5th. Okay, and now I've got another exponent there to deal with, so let's go ahead and apply law 3 once again. Okay, so applying law number 3 is going to give me 1/3, big bracket, log base b m minus, let's bring that 5 down, log b n, close big bracket. Now notice, right away when I started out I applied the laws of exponents to make that 1/3 there, and that 1/3 applied to everything because it was over that whole thing. When I got down here and I applied the same law, this 5 was only applied to the end, so I applied that 5 down here just to that portion. Okay, that's an important note. You're going to see that again. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, we can also work backwards using these laws of exponents. So let's take something that's kind of drawn out and then put it together, because sometimes we want to do that. It actually simplifies it when we can put things together and start canceling stuff out. So let's take a look at one of these. 4 log base b of p minus 2 log base b of q. That's q. Okay. All right, so I've got a minus sign here. First off, I want to deal with these numbers out front using law number 3 and combining those with the p and the q. So law number 3, working from this side to this side, gives me log base b p to the 4th minus log base b q squared. Okay, so now I've got this minus sign here, so let's go ahead and apply law number 2 and see if we can put this thing together here. Log base b p to the 4th divided by q squared. All right, so we took this larger thing, worked backwards with the laws of exponents, and that made something a little more compact. Okay, so that's the gist of the laws of exponents. Let's do one more problem, which you'll probably have a similar one in your homework. Just want to make sure, give you a heads up on how to do these kind of problems. So we're going to look at number 38 from the book. Okay, so problem number 38. That one gives us log a 3x plus 5, number 38, minus log x minus 5, and then that equals log of 8. Keep our a's in there, log a 8. Okay, so first off, let's apply this law, number 2, over here on this side. And so that's going to give us log base a 3x plus 5 divided by x minus 5. And that equals log a 8. Okay, so now I can see that I have an equivalency here where these are both logs. This has got to equal 8. That is the only way these things can be equivalent. So all I have to do is equate the 3x plus 5 over x minus 5. That is equal to 8. Solve for x, which is just a little bit of minor algebra, which I'm sure you can do, but I'll demonstrate. 3x plus 5 is equal to 8. I'm going to multiply both sides by x minus 5. And that gives us 8x minus 40. And I'm going to, let's subtract 3x from both sides. Minus 3x. And add 40. Add 40 to both sides. Sorry, getting a little crowded down there. Okay, so that gives me a 5x is equal to 45. Okay, moving over here for a little more space. Let's go ahead and take this 45 is equal to 5x. Divide both sides by 5. and x is equal to 9. Okay, so that's how we solve this type of problem. Okay, so that's 38. This is one of the more challenging problems you'll have to deal with today on this assignment. So you should be able to handle the rest no problem, remembering these laws of logarithms. Two things multiply, break it apart, log m plus log n. Divided by log of the numerator minus log of the denominator. And if I have a logarithm of a power function here, raised to the power of k, simply bring the k out front, log of m. Okay, there you have it. See you next time.